Jerry, we've had a bit of a break, but 2 new additions through the door. How pleased are you to get them over the line?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, it's been a bit quiet. I appreciate that people probably don't think there's not a lot of work going on because they always know there is. Since that final whistle, obviously the planning starts. The disappointment of not being able to progress through the playoffs, but I think it's important. In my last interview, I spoke about it, what a wonderful season it was, and when you reflect over the summer, it really was a great season for us. Met with a lot of challenges, so you lose Jordan Thomas in the window, who's arguably probably one of our best attacking players, and had scored 10 goals or something like that before his move. You lose Luke Brass, who was one of our most combative midfielders for a long period of time. So what the boys did after that was wonderful, really. A massive achievement to reach the playoffs. A club that felt really united. The terraces felt buoyant. The football was exciting. And I was chatting to someone earlier, and all we have to do now is not sort of some mass. We have to go instead of summer and go, right, we need loads of players. It's just topping up. Arguably, we need to improve in certain areas. We spoke about that. But we've signed 2 players there that we've highlighted as areas we need to improve in and give us something different as well. We know we've got players in those positions, but the 2 lads definitely give us something different.
Nick seems to embody what Bath City is. He's a real character and brings those sort of captain's traits in as well. How long have you been looking at him as a potential one to bring in?
Yeah, because they're local, and that's another thing. Our catchment area now isn't going to be far afield. Even if we sign someone from longer distance, we'll look or ask them if they're going to live in the area. I think that's important as well. The continuity and is the strength of the group, and the character of the group's massive. The more I'm in it, the more I realise that talent comes second, and character, hard work, wanting to play for Bath City Football Club, wanting to train 2 nights a week over in Bristol. Challenges have to be met with that, obviously, when they work. So that's the first things we look at. And in Nick, he embodies everything that we are as Bath City. So a real talented boy, first and foremost, can play anywhere across the back line, plays in the back 3, back 4, dominantly centre back, scores goals from centre back as well. That's something that we know is an area we've worked on, and we try and highlight again in the summer, and we'll be doing some detailed work around trying to score more goals from set pieces. I think he scored 7 goals last season at Taunton from set pieces. That's great return for a centre back. Can play off his right foot, his left foot, really combative, a winner, and like you say, he's a captain within the team from last year, and he'll come in and do the same job, although he won't be wearing the armband. I'm sure those qualities that he shows will be brought to fruition within what is a really, really good group.
And supporters have had a lot of attacking talent to enjoy the last year especially, and Sol looks like he's going to really add to that division.
He's great. I'll tell you what, I mean, you've probably interviewed him, what bouncy, bubbly character he is. He's going to add a lot in the dressing room. He's a local lad again, who lives in Nelsey, my neighbouring village. Probably over 2 years I've been chasing him. I'll tell you, I have. He once trained with us actually at SGS before he went across to Hungerford. And yeah, he brings something different. He's got raw pace. Really, really exciting when he goes in. I think he won something like 8 penalties last season. So that tells you the type of player he is. Likes to play off the left predominantly and come inside and make those runs in between fullbacks and centre backs beyond. But also just as adept at getting the ball to his feet and knocking it past. He's not an Elliot Freer that likes to go on the outside and put those lovely crosses with his left foot, but he's one that comes in off that shape and will excite fans as well because he's very raw. His game's come on, his game understanding's really come on, having played at Maidstone for a long time now, and been a bit unlucky with some of the injuries he picked up down there. First thing he said, it's nice to see a grass pitch. Yeah, he'll add something a lot to the group. He'll score goals, create chances, obviously free kicks, penalties, and another local lad that's hungry to come in and do well for Bath City Football Club.
You mentioned earlier about the spirit in the team, and it was something that was really echoed by all of the players. When you're recruiting, how much is that a massive part of bringing in characters as well as the quality of player?
The most important thing though, Matt, it really is. We can't afford to take in someone who has got abundance of talent, yet won't fit in with this really good group. I spoke about it there from the beginning. The feeling within this group last season and the connection between the terraces, the staff and the players is the best I've had in 6 years. It's really important we continue that and try and improve it even more. And you can do that with the right characters and adding the quality. So it's been really specific. The recruitment, it starts really probably post-Christmas anyway. We have an ongoing spreadsheet that we have. It's very active. John will be out watching players, I'll be out, Jim will be out watching it, all the staff will be out. We've got people that watch games that people won't know of. And when that final whistle goes, it's up to me then to go and do all the chats, the meetings, the coffees. And it takes a lot of time. It's not done just in an hour conversation. The two lads here, this wasn't done overnight, and it takes time. And it has to be right for the players, but most importantly, it has to be right for Barcelona Football Club. And these two fit the bill superbly. Naturally, there'll be players that will leave the club, players we've seen already leave the club, and I think it's important we thank those players. They've made massive contributions to us here, but they'll go on and hopefully their careers are successful where they go on. There might be a few others that still leave us now, but we're always ready. We're always ready to act, and with these two players, they're filling gaps really nicely for us and going to improve what's a really good squad anyway.
It's two in, but it's definitely not work done. I know that you'll be hard at work keeping the additions coming as well.
Yeah. Listen, we can't compete. We've said this year on year on. We can't compete with some of the teams in here who are hybrid, and there's so many now. I think I counted the other day some like 8 teams are either full-time or hybrid. And of those 8 teams, of course, their budgets are extremely high to be able to do that. It doesn't mean to say we won't finish in the playoffs, because we've seen teams that have gone hybrid or full-time that were relegated from our league last year with big budgets. So the challenges come in recruitment because they offer more money, and they can say, the hardest thing for me is if someone says, right, you can come and train in the day, because if I'm a young player, obviously that appeals to me. But what we've seen here at the football club is now 3 player finishes in 6 years, massive attendance of over 1,400 on average at Twerton Park, exciting brand of football. People know that it's a good group. Word gets around, they know it's a good group, and that's how I try and sell our football club. And you get players over the line by that as well. So you do things right, you keep the process the same, you try and improve in those areas, and there's always areas to improve. For us as a staff, we're learning every time we go out there, and as a football club as well. So there'll be areas where we need to improve, and we've got some bits we're going to do as staff off the field as well to try and make us better. There'll be leadership groups that try and make us better as a club as well, and we'll keep working hard. That's all we do. We come in every week and we work hard. We'll try and build on what was a really good year last year and go one better if we can.
It's good to see you back. We look forward to the season ahead.
Cheers. Thanks, Matthew.